how it will be working. But of course, I am still here. So anything, just let me know.
Hello, good morning to all. Thank you very much for attending the webinar for today. We are going to wait till 9:05 just to have more assistants available during the meeting. If you have any questions during the training, we will have some minutes at the end. So let's wait, and then Ariane can start with the training.
Okay, hey, good morning. This is Ariane speaking. Amaya, as you said, we are waiting until 9 o'clock, right?
Yes, we are going to give some minutes just to wait a little bit, and then we can start.
Okay, and can you already see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let me quick. Okay, you see the complete screen, or do you see my presentation screen?
Complete.
Okay,
This
cool.
complete.
That's good. Okay, so then let's wait a few minutes, and I will start on time at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So let's start the presentation on time. Let me quick introduce myself. So my name is Ariane Albert. I'm the European Product Manager for Seating and Positioning. And I would like to give you today a complete product training about the new JAY Fit2U bag that we recently launched in Europe. So I will guide you through that product training, which will also include not only product features, it will also include the clinical application of the product and a small competitor comparison. The presentation will take about 30 minutes. And as Amaya already said, we will have a question round after that presentation. So I would like to ask you to write down your question and we can talk about, I think we have enough time to have a quick round after the presentation. Okay, so the topics we are covering today will be first a summary of the product. So that's it's including the objective and why we developed the Fit2U bag. I will talk about the unique selling proposition and the key selling features, and that will answer hopefully the question why the product is so special. So in the second part, and that is the main and longest part of the presentation. Oh, I'm sorry. And that is the longest part of the presentation. I will present you the product features, followed by the product placement within the JAY portfolio, where it is located, so the target group of the product, and finally some information about the similar competitive products with pros and cons. So the objective of the product was mainly driven by Europe, where we are seeing changing market dynamics within the custom seating market. So that includes various of custom-made seating systems, whether molding, carving, scanning, or others. And that allows to support individual shapes and needs. And in some countries, we are seeing a shift within this market from complex individual seating components that are made in complex and sometimes costly processes to seating products that can be individual adapted and modified in the field. So the objective of the product line or of the product was to support the product line with an update of the pediatric offering by applying a next generation fit bag design to address these complex contouring and shaping needs. So what makes the product unique? So no foam, gluing or carving is needed to mimic the user's trunk shape. A unique dovetail design was developed to accommodate asymmetries and individual positioning needs with the ability to make adjustment in the field and over the time. In addition to the height growth that are also offered by some competitors, the JAY Fit2U bag is also adjustable in width to accommodate finest adjustment and to cover a established size range. And last but not least, the JAY Fit2U is delivered with the patented J3 mounting hardware for easy and known setup. Also new and exclusively launched with the Fit2U bag is the new swing away rotational lateral that offer 3 planes of adjustment. And the combination with a mobility base as, for example, the Zippy Iris and the JGS cushion and other seating components as Widmeyer and JAY positioning supports make it to a strong key selling features. For sure, the transit approval was tested with the available mounting hardware systems. The backrest will manufacture in our manufacturing plant in Tijuana, which is in Mexico. And it will be stocked in the Sunrise Medical Education, European Education Center, and probably it will be audible via the German customer service for you. Let us dive into the individual features of the JAY Fit2U bag. I will start with the core, the shell, and the positioning foam assembly, followed by the mounting hardware and the dual system, the dual cover system, the accessories, the laterals, and the Whitmire headrests will complete the part of the product features. The shell, made of aluminium, is assembled of 4 pieces. A center shell with horizontal slots in the middle for ventilation, vertical slots to mount the hardware, here shown with a 2-point heavy-duty hardware, holes to mount anterior trunk supports, and the universal hole pattern to mount the headrest. The wing panels are connected to the center shell through 3 screws per side, and the vertical slots allow to mount the laterals. The panel on the bottom is used to adapt the height up to 25 millimeter. So the panel is mounted in the nearest position when the product is shipped to the customer. And here it is shown in the maximum height adjustability. The assembly is easy and fast. To adapt the width per side, only 3 screws need to open and fasten, and 2 screws to adjust the height. The inside of the shell is attached with Velcro to attach the soft part of the backrest. The inner cover that includes the positioning foam elements has 3 different sections. So the center part, including the multi-density foam inserts. Same design, foam inserts can be added in the wing pocket to fill the gap when the shell has been adjusted in a wider position, and a 3-layer very soft foam in the outside pocket. The orange zipper indicates the section that you can adjust it with foam. I will later explain you the standard configuration and the different available positioning foam kits. Before I tell you about the standard configuration, let's first look at the special design of the foam kits. Known and most used in the woodworking joinery, we have utilized the dovetail design that is noted its resistance to being pulled apart. There are 3 different types of positioning inserts. The cap on top of one unit, the bottom insert which is directly attached with Velcro to the inner cover, and a middle insert that acts as connector between the cap and the bottom. So the bottom insert has a density of 4 pounds, while the middle and the cap insert are softer to support a greater and more harmonious immersion into the back support. The inserts can stack from 2 to 5 layers, or 25 millimeters or 1 inch to 65 millimeters or 2.5 inch. As standard, the Fit2U bag is delivered with 3 stacked foam inserts, an additional positioning foam kit which includes 25 middle inserts, allows to add additional inserts to create the desired contour. The EU backrest doesn't have the kit included, so that you has to order separately. Let's take a look at the clinical application of the interlocking positioning inserts and compare it with the positioning options of the current fit bag. So the spine alignment components of the fit bag are useful to adapting the surface of the backrest over a large area. On the other hand, more precise changes can be made with the interlocking positioning inserts of the Fit2U bag. For example, to support one-sided rib humps, and in addition to the Fit2U bag, it allows for a deeper contour into the sagittal plane. I've already said a few words about the standard configuration. So all Fit2U backrests, regardless of the size, have a 5x5 grid of the positioning inserts in the center part. So each unit, each unit consists of 3 stacked positioning inserts. So beginning from the bottom foam that is attached through Velcro to the inside of the inner cover. Then the middle insert that connects the bottom with the cap, and the cap on top. So since every backrest has the same 5x5 grid, every back size has positioning inserts of different sizes. This must be really considered, for example, if you want to order the extra positioning foam kits, or if you want to reorder it, as we have for these 20 different article numbers available, as we have also 20 different backrest sizes available. So standard is also the soft foam in the outside of the pocket, that is here shown in light yellow. So that is standard and comes always with the inner cover. Parts that are not standard are the small inserts that are placed in the middle pocket to fill the void when the width increases. So these are available as an additional growth kit. More on that later. I also mentioned the possibility of growth in width and height. So each side wing of the shell can be adjusted up to 25 millimeters in width. In total, then 50 millimeters width growth. So easy via opening and fasten 3 screws per side. The height can be adjusted up to 50 millimeters as well, also only with 2 screws. Having a look to the European order form, we were broadened the size matrix compared to the current fit bag offering, although we have one less physical backrest. So the width and height adjustability allows it to cover the complete size range from 25 to 55 centimeter in width and 30 to 60 centimeters in height. What is also different, we do not offer a 25 centimeter Fit2U bag, as this backrest height has rarely been requested with the Fit2U bag, with the current fit bag. However, we now offer a 50 centimeter wide bag in different heights to cover adult and taller sizes. So 2 growth kits are available to increase the height or expand the width. The height growth foam kit includes 5 stacked foam inserts that you can see on the right side. And the grid or the amount of the units depends on the reference back width. So the inserts are easily attached into the separate sewn pocket at the, I'm too fast, I'm sorry. So the inserts are easily attachable into the separate sewn pocket at the bottom of the inner cover. and it's not necessary to order a new inner cover. So the height growth pockets are standard with all inner covers. So the width expansion kit includes 5 stacked foam inserts, and you can see that on the right, on the bottom, and that has a 1x5 unit per side. So that's a total of 50 pieces when you order that as width expansion kit. Okay, let's go further with the hardware. 2 hardware options were developed for the Fit2U backrest. The 4-point hardware on top is the standard hardware of the European Fit2U backrest. We have also a 2-point hardware available, but that will be only available as spare for Europe. So both hardware are not brand new, as it is already known from other J bags such as J3 or Zip bag. And but it has strong key selling features now also with the Fit2U bag. Oh, my pointer is too fast. So some parts of the hardware have to be adapted due to the flat design of the shell. So the upper part of the 4-point hardware, for example, that is mounted to the backrest tubes is the same that is used on J3 for low and mid-thoracic back heights. And the lower part of the 4-point hardware is also known from the current fit bag, but it's also redesigned. A side note, all 30, so that means the smallest backrest in height only have the upper part of the 4-point hardware, and the 4-point hardware isn't available with these sizes. So the reason for that is that the shell is very short and it does not offer enough space to accommodate the heavy-duty point hardware, a 2-point hardware, and the complete 4-point hardware. Okay, let's go further with a dual cover system. So we have high quality fabrics were used for the dual cover system, as we also know from other J cushions. The outer cover has a comfortable 2-layer stretch fabric and a very soft comfort foam inside, while the inner cover is made of Dartex to keep the inserts protected from water and in place. The Dartex fabric is still stretchy enough that the user can emerge into the contour. Okay, we covered now all features of the new Fit2U backrest itself. Time to talk about the elementary accessories. So with the Fit2U, we will exclusively launch the new swing away rotational laterals. The laterals offers 3 planes of adjustment for maximum positioning and support. The design is based on the J swing away laterals that we launched in Europe last year in April. Compared to many other manufacturers, the adjustment is only made with 3 screws, and the laterals are compatible with other J bags, as for example, the J3 or the Synchra bag. Compared to the old swing away laterals that we offer with the Fit2U bag, with a fit bag, the new rotational lateral has an increased adjustability of 7.4 centimeters and 3.7 centimeters more compared to the current swing away laterals that we launched last year. So this is made by the additional joint that enables rotation on the one hand and additional central adjustability on the other hand. My slides are too fast. I'm sorry about that. So the headrest is, or apart from the rotational and non-rotational swing away laterals, a fixed version is also available, and all laterals variants use the same pad design with up to 6 sizes. So the headrest is just important as the laterals. We all know that. And with the Widmeyer product line, we offer the highest level of quality and selection of headrest components. So the Fit2U shell has a universal hole pattern to attach the headrest mounting brackets, central or offset. And the headrest plate isn't required anymore. So the headrest mounted directly on the shell was also crash tested. So however, if the headrest plate is required, it can be still attached to the Fit2U back, to the Fit2U shell. The plate is available as spare, and you can easily, as I said, attach it. The only thing is that on the smallest Fit2U bag, you need to order a special headrest plate, which is a little bit smaller, but the part number is also available on the order form and in the spare part catalog. Another new option for Europe is the availability of the Lynx 2 for manual bags. So the Lynx 2 is the next generation of the current Lynx hardware of the Widmeyer headrest, and the kit version, which is normally available via the EDC, is not available yet, but we are working to implement that. But as I said, you can order the Lynx 2 as separate mounting hardware, and you can combine that, as you know, with all other components of Widmeyer headrest. Still available and combinable with the Fit2U backrest are the J positioning supports. So the anterior trunk supports that are ordered with the Fit2U bag are delivered with strap guides and also with fastener kit. More information and option you find also in the brochure that should be available on our website. Okay, before I go to the last point of the agenda for today, I would like to emphasize the modification of the colored shell. So the range of colors that we offer is large, and we are repeatedly asked that color bags are always a great eye catcher and are particularly appealing to children. So the marketing team created also a color visualizer to highlight the option on the website, and we have included the option in the Fit2U brochure that you will also find then on our website. Maybe the only information on the modified colors is that it's a Jay Your Way option. So that means you will have a longer lead time for that, as these backrests are not stocked at the EDC. So they will be requested and ordered directly to US and manufactured on demand in Tijuana, Mexico. Okay. Next point on the agenda for today, or for that presentation, is the product placement and where the Fit2U bag is located within the J range. So most of the J backrests are placed in the standard seating market, which is highlighted here in orange. Customizable product features like the positioning inserts or advanced adjustability of accessories enables increased positioning and personalization. So therefore, the Fit2U backrest can be placed above the current fit bag within the custom seating world. So the Fit2U backrest supports users who have complex postural needs. So mainly because of spinal or trunk asymmetries. So these user group, whether kiddos, teens or adults, needs greater immersion into back support for comfort, stability, pain reduction, and also for pressure care needs. So you find also further information about clinical application in the on the website, in the brochure. So we can offer you also a package about the clinical application. Okay. Last point on the agenda for today is the competitor comparison, or what are available on the market on similar systems. So let's make now a cut here and move to competitor world. The Spec Supershape and Dreamline bug system are sold globally, while the Pro Medicare is a more local player, mainly in Europe, also mainly in Italy, also available in some other European countries, but mainly in Italy. So the Conco bag by Pro Medicare is delivered with different shape, high density foam pads. So similar to the lumbar pads, for example, that we shipped with our J3 bag. And over the pads assembly is a soft memory foam cover. So the sizes are very limited. So they are very specialized in pediatric sizes. So only the width up to 60-inch millimeter and the height to 12-inch. So the two other products have the same grid of positioning pads that we also have with the Fit2U bag. So the Dreamline pads are only attached with Velcro to the fastener. So that means shifts can be easily happened if the user moves a lot and also with a high tone. Specs on the other side had a more clever idea to ensure that the pads didn't move easily. So they have a very soft pads are in pockets. I'm not sure if it's big enough for you, but the red area here, so that's the pockets where you put the light pink pockets in. So you can, as I said, several pads as you required, you can insert through that small slot in the pockets, and you can add 3 stacked foam from the front and 1 pad from the back. So the pocket pad system is covered then with a stretch cover. So that's in general the technical or the product, how it works. But the backrest does not provide any water resistant protection. So this can be particularly problematic in the case of sweating or temperature control dysregulation. So the very soft foam into which the user sinks is very strongly, and it promotes the increase of temperature and moisture. And of course, you could also argue that our water-resistant inner cover of the Fit2U bag prevents the immersion into the contour due to the fixed or to the different material. But thanks to the very stretchy components of the water-resistant material, the user can easily emerge into the contour that you created with the positioning inserts. But a very good solution, and that I would like to mention here for the specs product is the specs actual rotational lateral that you can see on bottom. So this lateral has also a rotating function and can be also adjusted directly to the user. But the thing which is very clever is the pad itself. So the pad can be banded and is not flat. Okay, on the next slide, and I will not go through that very in detail, but on the next slide, it is the technical features are summarized here, and the pros on the J side are definitely the adjustability in height and width, where you can see here a green frame, so that adjustability in width isn't offered with any of the competitive products. And a big pro is also the adjustability of the hardware that allows a cane with adjustment up to 50 millimeter. Okay, and that is the final slide of the presentation. So what we covered today. So we covered today the objective and the background of the product itself. So why we developed the product, why we think that we need that product within our backrest and seating range. I've talked about the key selling features and the unique part, the special part on the Fit2U backrest. The clever, unique dovetail design ensure that the inserts doesn't pull apart. The shell and mounting hardware is typically J, and it's a proven and known design. And we can also offer with other products as a mobility base with cushions and other accessories. We can offer a comprehensive seating system. The product features, which was now the biggest part of the presentation, explained you how the backrest work from the technical side, and which products that we can attach and use with the Fit2U backrest. The product placement. So I've run through that slide a little bit more, but I think that's clear that we are more in a custom, more in a modular seating market compared to the standard market, where we have the J free back in, as we can promote, or as we can provide with the Fit2U backrest a multi-dimensional postural support. The competitors I've mentioned on the last slides, the 3 competitors for Europe, and the specs is is surely the biggest competitor in that field, as they are very globally promoting their product. And the big highlights and the big pros for the J Fit2U bag are definitely the width and height adjustability and the proven and patented J hardware. Okay, so that was the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. And now we have a little bit time for questions. Do you have any questions, comments? I'm not sure, Amaya, if you need to open the audience
yes, we
for
have
questions.
we have one from Haneda. She's asking, could you please show me the cane with adjustments again?
This one, the width adjustment with the mounting hardware. Was that the question?
I don't know.
Maybe that one.
The cane width adjustment.
So the cane
again.
width. So the cane width means in that way here that we have the mounting hardware. Maybe we can go back to the mounting hardware. Here we go. So you have here that horizontal slots in the mounting hardware. I mean, that's the 2-point hardware, but we have the same design on the 4-point hardware. So, and through that horizontal slot, you can adjust the cane width up to 50 centimeters, up to 50 millimeters. Maybe that was the question. Hope I could answer your question.
Okay. Can you receive that record? Yes, we are going to send to you as soon as we finish the webinar. We are going to send the record and also all the documentation. So you are going to receive an email. Another one. Hello, you have recommended JGS in combination with the JAY Fit2U backrest. Is it available? Is it available for order together with backrest from Europe?
So the JGS is available in Europe. Now I need a little bit help from you, Amaya, because
Yes.
because I'm not sure if the JGS is available for your customers.
Yes,
But
we have available, but they have to order directly in US. So, but it is available. But what the question is if the combination is correct, the JGS with the backrest.
Yeah, so we definitely recommend the combination of both products when we are in the pediatric fields, as the JGS is especially a product as it has a growing availability. Same with the Fit2U bag, and as we see that growing demand in the pediatric world, I think that's a good combination. The both products.
Okay. Another one. Who is the durability for the position insert? How long does it last?
So the positioning inserts, maybe we can compare that. Not 100%. I mean, it's a solid foam. It's not that soft. So when you compare that, for example, with the Specs foam, which is a very open, very soft cell foam. The Fit2U inserts are more solid, as we want to have that more, let's say that more, the availability to have more aggressive contouring. And that's the reason why we have a more solid foam density. And I do not have a number how long they last, but as they are closed cell foam, comparable to foam that we also use on the J2 cushion, for example, not that solid, but from the property of the foam that it's closed, that it's a bit that's not that flexible. I think the life expectancy of that material is higher compared to open cell and soft foams.
Okay, and another one. What about the difference with Matrix back from Invacare?
Yeah, so Matrix bags are more in the standard seating market, or we position the matrix backrest more in the standard seating world, and it is more our main competitor to the J3 bag, as the matrix backrest, so they do not have any product features to allow a contouring or to a similar system that we have with the positioning inserts. So therefore, I would not 100% compare the matrix backrest with the Fit2U bag, as it's a different subsegment.
Okay, and the last one at the moment, who is, yes, the weight of the J2U compared to J Fit bag?
It is, I need to double check that, but what I got in mind is that it's very similar. So we could decrease the weight of the shell itself, but the hardware is a little bit, so the new hardware is a little bit heavier compared to the standard Fit2U hardware. So I think at the end, as we save a bit weight on the shell, but add a bit weight to the hardware, it's more or less the same.
Okay, so we don't have any other question. Nevertheless, if you have something else, you can drop us an email and we send to Ariane in order she can give us an answer. And as I told you before, we are going to send the record, all the documentation, order form, brochure, presentation, all these kind of things. There is another one. To what extent is it constant and changing? I don't understand. I don't know, Ariane, if you understand it.
Where can I open that? I'm sorry.
It is two
question?
questions. Yes, it is the last one. You can roll up and down.
To what extent is it constant and unchanging? Oh, to what extent? Me neither. I'm sorry. I'm not completely sure to what is that question. Maybe you can ask that question again to Amaya via email, and I'm happy to answer your question later.
Okay. Okay. So I hope Rania Castillo is who did the question. So I'm going to try to contact her to ask again about the question, and I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. So thank you very much, Ariane, for your presentation, and thanks all for your time. So as I hope it has been interesting, and we will see your orders.
Yeah. Okay. Also, thank you from my side. Have a good day.
The same. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.